Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Product 12 podcast with your boy Tristan Tilma, your boy Hunter Latchuk, and your boy Jared Somerville.
How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing good.
Hello. We had a good week. Today we're just going to be talking about, it's going to be a short and sweet one. We're going to talk about the Golden Globe nominations that just came out a couple days ago. Kind of our predictions of what we've seen. We haven't seen everything that's on the list, but we'll talk a little bit about what we think might win, what we want to win. Then we're going to talk a little bit about Christmas movies that we all enjoy, what things we like to watch around Christmas time because it's Christmas.
It's Christmas time.
Christmas season. This is the last one we'll make for the Christmas season, and we'll be back starting the first week of the new year.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll just jump right into it.
Yeah, you're probably I think you're ready with the stuff with the Golden Globe. So if you want to lead this, you can.
Oh well, basically I was just gonna we have the list pulled up here, and I was just we were gonna talk about mainly the main couple of awards rather than all the niche ones.
All of them. 'Cause there is a lot of awards, so we'll just get through the main few.
Yeah, the ones that are the big winners.
What day's the Golden Globes again?
It's not until next year.
It's January.
I thought it was
February. Award season is in February.
Well, speaking of award season, did you guys hear that Disney put up Thor: Love and Thunder for consideration for Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Visual Effects?
Yeah,
I thought that was insane. January 10th.
January 10th.
See,
okay. So yeah, January.
I don't know, man. I'm not completely against the Best Director. I still really
I
still adore Taika Waititi's style.
Sure. That's a sore spot for me as well, though, because I absolutely adore Taika Waititi's earlier films, Hunt for the Wilder People, Boy, fucking What We Do in the Shadows.
Even Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was good too, but it's just I don't know. Taika Waititi had such charm and just charisma in his filmmaking, and now that he's just been bought out by all these huge pictures, that charm is kind of fading a little bit.
It happens for some filmmakers,
especially in Thor: Love and Thunder. Korg wasn't even funny. Korg at least was funny in Ragnarok.
Yeah,
he was just there in this movie. I was like, Taika, man, what are you doing? The fucking screaming goats too. God damn it, that joke was not funny at all.
I wouldn't be surprised if they put Wakanda Forever for consideration for Best Picture though. Because if the first Black Panther managed to get a Best Picture nom, I wouldn't be surprised if Wakanda Forever got that too.
But no, Love and Thunder. Yeah, that's out of all of the Marvel movies that came out this year, you choose that one.
What do you think will be? Because I don't think there's anything posted about Oscar nominations. But what do you think might get Best Picture noms?
For this year,
for the Oscars,
probably
Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick, Tar, The Fabelmans, probably Elvis, and then probably Way of Water.
Yeah.
You think Way of Water could get a Best Picture nom?
Oh yeah,
definitely. I mean, I was surprised to see that it already got into the Golden Globes. I didn't know it would make it into this award show. So the fact that it made it into this award show, and the fact that James Cameron got nominated for Best Director, is. I think Way of Water is going to have some clean sweep in this fucking...
It's got an easy victory for visual effects.
Yeah.
Easy visual effects.
I was going to say, you got to think about it. The awards for this is less than a month away.
Yeah.
And, it's there, and nobody's really seen the movie yet.
I think I'm willing to bet it's either going to be Maverick or Way of Water for cinematography.
Oh, for cinematography? Yeah,
for sure.
For Best Picture, I'm honestly not sure. I want Maverick to win just because that movie
Best Picture
is the greatest movie of the year for me. But
I'm smelling it.
The burning hair?
Yeah, it smells a little bit of burning.
So this is what I'm pretty sure a lot of people noticed over the Oscars for the last 10 years. It's always a completely unrelated movie to the other awards that wins Best Picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly,
it could be The Fabelmans, which I heard is great. I haven't seen it
yet.
yet.
I haven't seen The Fabelmans. I haven't seen Tar, and I haven't seen Elvis. And I haven't seen The Way of Water, but we're seeing it on Thursday.
Yes, we are. Fuck.
You guys are.
Yeah,
we are.
Fuck
He's got to
you, by the way.
work. He's got to work. Anyway, so any predictions? I'm hoping Maverick wins.
Well, out of those options, I'm going to have to go with Maverick because I haven't seen Fabelmans.
The only reason why I think it won't win the Golden Globes is because of Tom Cruise's controversy with the Golden Globes. So.
He doesn't really? What's that about?
Well, there's a bunch of drama, and then last year he sent all of his Golden Globes back to the Academy because I can't remember what the whole controversy was. Zach was talking to me a little bit about it. But yeah, he apparently he sent all of his Golden Globes back and was like, "Fuck you guys." And so he got nominated, so he might win. But apparently, Golden Globes aren't on the greatest of terms with Tom Cruise.
Honestly, Best Picture, it's probably either gonna be Tar or The Fabelmans.
I think the Fabelmans or Tar.
Yeah.
The same goes with Best Actress. I think Kate Blanchett's gonna steal it with Tar.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the thing. I watched Blonde the day it came out on Netflix.
I did too.
Ana de Armas, I thought she was pretty good. I thought she was rather excellent in the role. I thought the movie as a whole was mid.
It was interesting.
It was long.
Yeah.
It felt distasteful as all hell towards Marilyn Monroe. But yeah, she had a good performance.
Yeah, I agree with that. Viola Davis and The Woman King was pretty good.
The Woman King. I wanted to see it so badly, but then time just caught up.
Yeah,
never got to see it.
It's fair. We ran out of time. Best actor, I think, is probably going to be Austin Butler for Elvis. We also have Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Hugh Jackman for The Son, Bill Nighy for The Living.
I actually cannot wait
Jeremy
for The Whale
Poe
to
for
come
The
out.
Inspection.
The Whale.
I know The Whale. It does actually look pretty.
It comes out in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it comes out pretty soon. I'm happy that Brendan Fraser is finally back in
I
saddle.
know. I'm so bummed out that he got robbed of his role in Batgirl. Because he's supposed to be like the main villain in Batgirl, and like the behind the scenes footage of him as Firefly.
Yeah,
looks sick.
If you haven't seen the Corridor digital animated thing, they digitally put Brendan Fraser into the trailer for Batgirl, or they made their own trailer for Batgirl.
They made
That's
their
pretty
own
funny.
trailer. Best motion picture music. Oh, that's right. The Golden Globes is best motion picture.
Yeah, the Golden Globes they switch it up for do best motion picture for musical or comedy, and then best motion picture. for drama.
Now I remember. I totally forgot that they do best motion picture for different categories. Didn't the fucking Martian win best comedy?
Yeah, The Martian did win best comedy, which is funny because it wasn't even nominated for best drama, and it is a drama movie.
Yeah,
it has comedic elements sprinkled
there's jokes in it because you gotta have those moments of light to get through a dark movie, but
because he's stuck on a whole different planet by himself.
You gotta have some hope in a movie that's hopeless.
I can't believe. Yeah, I still can't believe that movie won best comedy. I'm pretty sure Ridley Scott was like some.
One thing that you might notice is kind of funny. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say quick. I saw today that Studio Ghibli, what's the director's name?
Is it Hayazaki? Oh my god, I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Hayao Miyazaki or something like that.
He's releasing a new movie next year.
The last movie he made was like 10 years ago, wasn't it?
Hayao Miyazaki, yeah.
Yeah, he's coming out with a new movie next year.
I literally was reading that earlier.
I saw that and I was gonna tell you that because I was like.
One thing that I thought was kind of funny that you might not notice, but for best motion picture, musical, or comedy, Elvis is not nominated, but it is nominated for best drama.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Which is...
Yeah,
it's like Elvis is literally a musical. It is a drama about Elvis's life, but there's a lot more music in it than there is in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah. Interesting.
I guess it is a comedy though.
Babylon. I've heard interesting things about Babylon. It's Damien Chazelle's next movie.
I really want to see.
There's
Babylon.
A lot of movies that have been coming out recently about old Hollywood. First we had Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Taking it back, baby.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by fucking Quentin Tarantino a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And then we got The Fabelmans, which is the biopic movie about Steven Spielberg coming up about with film.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Babylon about classic Hollywood. I'm not 100% clear on the synopsis of the movie.
Yeah, it seems kind of like old Hollywood, but crime related.
But then Damien Chazelle's last movie was also about Hollywood, but modern Hollywood, and that's also a musical, and it's also one of my favorite movies. But that's besides the point. Mm-hmm. What the hell?
For best comedy or musical, personally, I think Everything Everywhere All at Once is my favorite out of those. I haven't seen Babylon. Banshees of Inisherin is coming to Netflix, I think, this week. So
is Babylon even out?
Babylon, I don't think is out fully in theaters. I think it was just pre-screening has happened for it. Glass Onion we missed. I wanted to see that, but that did look really cool.
Stupid Netflix.
Best actress in a maybe I think a best actress in a comedy or musical. I think maybe Margot Robbie for Babylon, or I personally would like to see Michelle Yeoh win.
Yeah, the only ones that I've seen out of that is Michelle Yeoh and Anna Taylor-Joy. The menu was fascinating. I did not know what was going to happen in that movie. I thought she was fine in the movie, but no, Michelle Yeoh probably.
Yeah, well, that's like my personal one that I want to see take the win. For best actor in a musical or comedy, honestly, I haven't seen any of them. But I'm gonna just fucking throw it out there. I like Adam Driver. Daniel Craig does a good job. Diego Calva, who's that? I don't know that. Recognize that name. Colin Farrell's pretty good. Ralph Fiennes is amazing. I love Ralph Fiennes always.
Yeah.
And then I guess the last one we'll do for best motion picture animated. I haven't seen any of that.
Marcel
Turning Red
Deschamps.
actually is pretty fun. Marcel Deschamps.
I was gonna say Turning Red is actually a very interesting and fun.
It was
movie to
cute.
watch.
I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't as like
It was hard to relate to. I found being a male.
Well,
And like
sure. Also, being like a bit older, it's made for kids.
Exactly.
But it was cute. It was fun. The music was honestly like my biggest issue with it. Like
yeah.
The Billie Eilish did a cool job like writing, but like it was mediocre for like a Disney movie. It's like you get like bangers from Moana, like fucking goddamn.
I know that people usually, like, Walt Disney Studios usually wins Best Animated. Like, if you look at the last 20 years of animated Oscars, 19 out of 20 of them was probably Disney.
Personally,
and the one time it wasn't
Guillermo
Disney.
Del Toro win.
Yeah, the one time it wasn't Disney was when Spider-Verse won, which was well deserved.
Yeah.
But no, out of this, I'm going to say...
Speaking of Spider-Verse, that second trailer was nuts for the new movie.
It does look very good.
But... yeah, I think it's going to be Pinocchio.
Personally, I want Pinocchio. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Really well done with the stop animation on that movie. It's really cool. I don't know if you've seen it yet. It just got added to Netflix.
I have not seen it yet, but I did see it today when I was browsing, so I'm going to watch it.
Is that all we're going to talk about for the Golden Globes?
Well, yeah, probably. I mean, one thing that I wanted to say, hell yeah, Best Motion Picture Non-English Language. I'm probably All Quiet on the Western Front is going to win, but RRR, hell yeah, that movie out of India, Rise, War, Revolt, that movie is absolutely insane.
I still want to watch All Quiet on the Western Front. When we get a chance to watch it, I really think we should bring Zach on.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I was going to say, we'll probably bring Zach on to talk about
because
Zach
that seems like a movie worth talking about.
Yeah.
For that movie, with him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's got a whole bunch of stuff he wants to talk about with that movie.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, those were kind of just some of the Golden Globes. Supporting actresses, Angela Bassett, Carrie Condon, Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis was so funny in Everything Everywhere All at Once. Dolly DeLeon and Carey Mulligan. And then Best Supporting Actor, Brendan Gleeson, Barry Keoghan. Oh, God, I can't say it. Keoghan. Brad Pitt, Ke-Huy Quan. That's the guy from the Short Round from Indiana Jones. His first role back.
Oh, yeah.
From after Indiana Jones.
Wait,
and then Eddie
seriously?
Redmayne.
There's no that's his first role since Indiana Jones.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Unless he did probably smaller roles.
I'm pretty
TV
sure that he
something,
did Indiana Jones, disappeared, and then came back for that movie.
Yeah.
Best director.
Easily
going to be James Cameron.
James Cameron.
Easily.
Well, you never know. Yeah, Steven Spielberg doesn't really. Yeah, James Cameron.
It's
I want
gonna be
James.
James
I want
Cameron,
James.
bro. It's gonna
I want
fucking
James.
James.
We also have Daniel
James
Kwan
Cameron.
and Daniel Steinhardt, Baz Luhrmann, Martin McDonaghan.
Yeah, they all made good films,
Steven
but
Spielberg.
like it's gonna be Jimmy.
Yeah, James. Hell yeah, baby. Hell fucking yeah. I'm so excited for Way of Water. It's gonna be great.
It will be awesome.
But yeah,
Best screenplay.
Justin Hurwitz is pretty great. I love him for original score.
I feel like Everything Everywhere All at Once might get the screenplay award.
Screenplay? Yeah, maybe. I think that sounds like a solid.
That's interesting.
It's a really good movie, though.
The Way of Water was not nominated for original score.
I mean, that's not that surprising to me, honestly.
What got nominated for Best Original Song?
Carolina by Taylor Swift. Ciao Papa by Alexandre Desplat. He's really good. Hold My Hand by Lady Gaga. Blood Pop and Benjamin Rice. Lift Me Up by
Rihanna.
That's
Rihanna.
Rihanna. Ryan Coogler. Yeah, okay. Yeah, by Rihanna, and then Natu. Hell yeah.
No,
by
okay.
M.M.
It's-
Carvani.
In my opinion, for best original song,
that song goes hard, though. Natu. Fuck
in my
yeah.
opinion, best original song for the Golden Globes and the Oscars is going to be a battle between Lady Gaga and Rihanna.
That's fair.
Because Hold My Hand was bitchin' from Top Gun Maverick.
Actual
And-
winner, probably Hold My Hand. Personal winner, Natu.
I don't know, man. Rihanna made a good song with Lift Me Up as well.
Lift Me Up was really good, but Hold My Hand is
Very
the
good.
song of the summer, baby.
Yeah.
Well, the song, if the song of the summer when it relates to Top Gun Maverick is probably the 21 Pilots one,
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, the
or the Old Republic.
is the
Was it
One
Old
Republic.
Republic?
One
Not
Republic.
21
Yeah,
Pilots.
21 Pilots. No,
No.
they did Suicide Squad.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, the old, yeah, fucking
One
Iron
Republic.
Word.
The Old Republic.
Yeah, that was the summer song.
Yeah.
But this, yeah.
The Old Republic.
Yeah. Whenever you hear that song, you see everyone's girlfriend freaking crying over Miles Teller.
Dude, I was crying over Miles Teller. That guy is so fucking attractive.
I saw Better Call Saul. What was that?
Better Call Saul got nominated for best television
yeah.
series.
Oh, yeah. Easy. That's an easy dub.
Are
Easy
you
dub.
sure though? House of the Dragon, I've heard, is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I've heard House of the Dragon. Is
Okay, but have
pretty
you
good.
watched it? I've watched Better Call Saul.
I have not
I've
watched
watched Better Call Saul. I've not watched House of the Dragon. The rest of my family has.
I'm looking forward to next year when Last of Us is on that list.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Anyway, those are the Golden Globes.
Yeah, there's lots more
There's
nominations.
lots of coming up. There's lots of stuff going on. If
yeah.
you want to take a look at the list,
Before
look it up.
Okay, before we talk about the next topic that we discussed for our favorite, I want to talk about it. Like, fucking apparently Christopher Nolan for his new movie somehow did an in-camera method of a fucking nuclear explosion for Oppenheimer.
Well, it wasn't like a nuclear bomb.
There's no. He obviously didn't drop a real nuclear, unless he did. But can you imagine
like,
the
He
clear-
did.
know.
He did use a real explosive for the film. My guess, probably what he did, because there's no way he detonated an actual nuclear bomb, because that creates radiation.
there's the test sites that they used.
Yeah, for sure. But then even still, like what I think is he did is he got a very powerful bomb. Not a nuclear bomb, but a very powerful bomb nonetheless that still had like a mushroom cloud kind of effect, and then got it on like a miniature like kind of scale.
Yeah.
Like he made the explosion seem bigger by using miniature tricks. That's what I am assuming is what happened. Did he actually blow up a town? Did he put the bomb in a town? I gotta look this up now.
probably, but no, probably not. It's just the meme. But it's funny
I doubt
too
it.
because Christopher Nolan, like, I totally understand wanting to get stuff in camera, but there's a time and place for CGI. CGI is taking over the industry for good and for bad. Like, why wouldn't you want to just
Christopher
make your
Nolan
life easier?
Recreated a nuclear weapon explosion without CGI.
Yeah.
He developed a new IMAX film camera kind of technique.
I can't wait for Oppenheimer. It looks like such.
it
a
does
good
look
It's gonna
great.
be
movie.
a great watch.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that movie as well.
Yeah, dude. Christopher Nolan, him and like James Cameron and like
James Cameron.
and a couple other directors, they can really just get away with whatever they want.
Yeah.
They can just go to the studio and be like, "Hey, I'm making this," and then be like, "Okay."
Yeah, no, exactly.
Alright.
Well, yeah. I mean, they deserve to be able to do that.
Oh,
shit,
for sure.
man. Like,
Seriously.
because the stuff they put out is really well done.
Like, I saw a thread on Twitter, and it was like, name one bad James Cameron movie. And a lot of people in the thread were saying, like, The Dark Knight Rises. And, I think it was, like, The Dark Knight Rises that people were saying was the worst Christopher Nolan movie. But I don't even consider that movie bad.
yeah.
Like, what's your opinion on The Dark Knight Rises? Or the Dark Knight trilogy as a whole? Like, I think every single one is very, very good.
Yeah, I thought they're great. I mean,
I didn't
the
really
one with Bane is definitely like the weaker of them.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It is the weaker of the bunch, but they're still good movies to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out of like the Batmans that are like that we have, yeah, they're pretty fucking solid.
Yeah.
I mean, the new one with Robert Pattinson is probably like my favorite one now, just because I love the way that movie was filmed and made, and the mood of that movie is so great. It's like
Yeah.
it's like real, true, like crime detective, but with Batman.
I love the
It's fucking
process.
sick.
I love the process of which they made the film look. What
Yeah.
they did with the Batman was the same route they went with Dune. They really wanted to get the grainy old film look,
Yeah.
but they didn't want to waste a significant portion of their budget on film. Because film is expensive nowadays. Yes, people are like, oh, shoot on a film, dude. It's much more. It's more real. It's actually there. Yeah, for sure. But like, let's face the facts. A digital cinema camera is leagues cheaper to use and operate than a film cinema camera.
Yeah.
Like, it's just how it is. So what they
Absolutely.
did, I think it's called a bleach bypass, where like they had the. No, maybe that's not the right term. They had the digital film after it was edited and all that, and then they basically scanned it on a 35mm film or whatever film it was, and then they rescanned that back onto
Interesting.
digital, and it had the film look.
Yeah.
Easy as it is, just like in Dune. Which it gives off whole vibe. Are you still reading about Oppenheimer?
Yeah, there is nothing online that actually gives you any information on how they did it. They just say they didn't use any CGI. So I think he detonated a real bomb. I think he just I think he just detonated a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. There's nothing else behind it besides saying Christopher Nolan detonated a bomb.
Okay, but wouldn't that cause like you have to think about the real world political effects that could have. Like, wouldn't that cause like
Yeah, but if you also think about it,
Like-
the military run missile tests and bomb tests almost daily.
When was
We
the
don't know
last
about it.
nuclear test?
The U.S. ran like six
Jared-
nuclear missile launch tests like a month, like
Jared,
3 weeks
you do
ago.
realize the U.S. has over 5,600 nuclear missiles and bombs.
I thought they just sit
currently
in
active.
silos collecting dust.
They tested like 7
They
nuclear
tested
missiles
them.
like 3 weeks ago
Yeah.
because of Russia.
and do
they
they just
need
test them
to
in like
test them.
the Nevada desert as they used to?
Well, nowadays I'm pretty
Who
sure
knows?
nowadays they blow them up in like the desert. There's a testing facility in New Mexico. There's testing facilities like by Area 51,
In
and then
Nevada,
now a
yeah.
lot of the times too they'll test them in the ocean.
Yeah.
It's hard to think about that, thinking like how that does that not like concern any nearby countries when someone just tests a nuke?
It does.
Well, of
but
course
it
it's,
depends
but
on-
you also like you're not just launching a nuke, being like, oh sorry, we didn't tell you. Oh fuck,
And that's the thing. You have to
my
think
bad.
about- you
God, I
also have
thought
to think
you
is
knew a nuke would be going
They're
on.
not dropping like Hiroshima-sized nukes, right? Like they're probably.
I also
like,
don't even think they're just like straight up dropping them in public. When they do like a nuclear missile test, I think they are like just doing practical like theoretical tests without actually having to detonate the bomb.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I guess that's all I really want to talk about for Oppenheimer. I'm super stoked for the movie.
Me too.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I'm very
that he,
excited.
yeah,
It'll be
I guess he just straight up blew up a bomb and filmed it.
Definitely used a real bomb.
Apparently,
but-
he used some cool. The only thing I could find was that he used some cool IMAX like film camera technique where he filmed in black and white and in color at the same time to get like the darks out of like the explosion,
Almost
and
like
the
an
whites out of the
HDR.
explosion.
Oh, interesting.
So he's taking like HDR like photography.
Because
putting
well,
it
like
in
when
film
when a bomb goes off, it is so bright that it's
Yeah.
basically just all
It's
you
gonna
see is
overexpose
white.
the hell out
All
of
you
it.
see is white, so he's
Mhm.
probably just trying to like get some dark back
Yeah.
into the picture.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you probably shot it with 2 different cameras, and it's gonna
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm excited. Yeah.
that's awesome.
I'm very excited for Oppenheimer. Great cast too, fucking phenomenal.
Cillian
Yeah.
Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
Uh,
All great
wanna say
actors.
Margot?
Their performances will be.
I want to say Margot,
flawless,
but I
I'm
don't think
sure.
Margot's in it.
No, I don't think Margot's in it.
Speaking of good performances, though, Andrew Garfield.
Oh, and Mainstream. Mainstream was the
Mainstream.
movie we watched last week.
Yeah, that was the movie we rolled last week off of my Letterboxd watch list.
Yeah, I
It's
thought-
it was interesting. It was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it was weird as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a very strange movie.
Yeah, like not gonna lie, after like the first 25 minutes, I paused it because I was gonna go get some food and continue watching. And after the first 25 minutes, I was like, I really just don't want to watch the rest of this movie. I'm like, I don't know if I'm
It
really
wasn't-
enjoying it.
It wasn't technically bad. Like it was it felt like a well-made film. it's just I wasn't huge on Link. Link is his name?
Yeah.
Link's character. Like, he was obviously played up to be an asshole, right?
Yeah.
And, like, to start
Well,
off
I
with
think there's
nothing
also I also think that there was like underlying like mental condition with
Yeah.
as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
was there?
Because like they spoiler. I don't know if you care about watching mainstream.
Spoilers.
But if you're following along,
Yeah,
if you saw
following
it
along.
then you would have watched it.
But yeah, when they like you find out that Link has like this dark backstory from his like brother that he like burnt down the school and like had like a bunch of like psychotic breaks and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that there's like underlying like mental conditions.
But
with Link.
still, he didn't learn anything by the end of the movie. Like, every character needs to
No,
learn
that's what I
something.
mean, like,
they need to be put
that-
through the gutter and rise above themselves.
That's why it was a weird. That's why it was a
started.
weird movie for me because it was
Yeah.
like almost like shouting like subliminal messages at you the entire time. But then at the ending of the movie, it was just like it didn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like, he goes
This
on a
is like-
rant being like, "You guys
Okay.
killed her. You guys did all that."
Yeah.
And on stage at the very end, like, he has a massive breakdown. But then everyone starts cheering for him. Then he just sits there, smiles, and I'm just sitting there, it's like, wait. So has he learned nothing? Is he just gonna keep doing what he's doing?
He's just gonna continue on doing what he's doing. But that's also like it also does say something about like
Media.
our world that we do
Yeah.
live in. Like, cause yeah, like there's some valid arguments being made. Like in the movie, he's taking them to like the extremist value.
Like, it
But,
is a commentary on the toxicity in
Yeah.
online influencers that we see in real life. Hell, literally Jake Paul is in the movie, and
Yeah.
he's awful.
He granted he was awful. Now that he's doing his boxing career, he's a little bit more
I
respectable.
still think he's awful. I love Logan Paul.
I think he's a little bit more respectable. He's less of a shitboy toxic, but I mean he still runs up the toxicity for like fights because he has to. But yeah, I think he's now that he's not doing YouTube everyday bro kind of bullshit. I think that's a
Logan
lot better
Paul's
for
still
him.
the superior
Yeah.
of the two.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Really?
Jake didn't film a guy hanging from a tree in the forest, so.
Okay, but also
But anyway, mainstream. It
Mainstream.
was interesting because it was very much trying to like talk about how toxic like the internet can be and
how it can change
like basically
And
how
your
everyone's
POV and
like
yeah.
ran by the internet now. Nobody's living their life for themselves, and you're basically just living your life. like,
As
through your
Andrew
online
says, we're all
profile.
mindless zombies following.
yeah, he got driven by the fame and by the hype of that everyone was giving him that he really stopped giving a shit about how people felt about him on a personal level.
Yeah.
He only cared about how people viewed like the character he built.
Well, it's just like to me, like the whole like screaming rant at the end with Andrew Garfield is almost like it is like I can almost see where he's coming from in a way, but I also like is also like, dude, this guy's fucking losing it because like he's not 100% wrong. Yes, him calling out that girl on that show was definitely a fucked up thing to do.
I didn't even realize that was a chick
Absolutely.
from Euphoria.
Yeah,
I was
I was like, definitely a fucked up thing to do, but he's also not wrong in saying that like the online trolls are the ones that killed her. Like, just because I showed everyone a photo of her face with a birthmark on her face instead of all this makeup, everyone who bullied her because they thought she looked worse with the birthmark. Those are a large part in like exposing
but
the
he
fact.
did gaslight.
Yeah,
He
gaslighted.
Yeah.
He started the fire.
Yeah.
He's totally culpable.
Yeah,
but it's like it is like he is like. So if someone else was saying that, it was being like, internet online trolls are like a large part in why people have like mental issues and a large part of like why people commit suicide and that kind of shit.
Absolutely.
It's like that's totally valid. A lot of people like. Yeah, you shouldn't necessarily feel ashamed to go online and just post a picture of yourself, who you are, whatever. Hashtag the real me.
Yeah, but
is
like
the thing of the
she
movie.
wasn't comfortable with it. and he
Yeah,
pushed
she
it.
she
he
was
her.
forced out of her comfort. If you don't want to do that, that's fine
Yeah.
too. But there also is like that whole stigma around the internet now that it's like everyone feels it's wrong to like post who you really are. You only want to
Yeah.
post like how you want to be seen.
You
and
only
it's like
want to post the good parts of what.
yeah, exactly.
your
And
life
it's
is
like
about or what you
that
are
is
about.
it. Sure, that's a fine way to go about using the internet, and I use the internet basically the same way. I only post stuff that I only really care about sharing on Instagram.
Yeah, dude. I post like once a year. On
Yeah,
Instagram.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like, it does. There's something to be said about like how people nowadays have been really shut down to become that like my life isn't sucky. My life is so great. Look at my Instagram account. It's like, bro, don't live vicariously through Instagram because everyone is only posting what the best of the best is. Like, you can't be like, man, my day sucks compared to this person's day on Instagram because they posted this photo. It's like, you don't even know if that photo was from today.
Well, it came out in 2020. It's
Yeah.
new. 35% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's interesting. I didn't think it was that bad.
I'm not surprised. It was like the style.
right.
The style of the movie was so out of pocket that I was just like,
Yeah.
this is very weird. Like it was trying to be art house, but it was like weird indie.
Is
art
it a
house.
Netflix movie? Oh, no, it's not. IFC Films.
Gia Coppola.
I'm unfamiliar with
Gia
the
Coppola?
company.
Is that Francis Ford Coppola's?
Yeah, you said that last week. Yeah. Yep.
I did say that last week, didn't I?
Yes, it is. Francis Ford Coppola is her grandfather.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, grandfather.
Yes. $40,000 box office.
I guess that makes sense. Francis Ford Coppola is pretty old.
Wow. $40,000 at the box office. That's kind of.
40,000.
That's kind of.
That's pretty
Fuck.
good. That's pretty good, bro. Jeez.
When the budget was $5 million.
Yeah. Yikes. I mean, that's what I mean. Yeah, it wasn't a bad movie. I liked Andrew Garfield in it. I liked Maya Hawke in it.
Mm-hmm.
That one, like, I don't know. I'm just so like over every single teen movie having that stupid love triangle. Personally,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
every single fucking teen movie has got to have a goddamn love triangle where the girl is like into the more popular guy, and then there's the guy who's wants
the
to love
good
her,
guy.
and it's like, bro, I get it. Like, shut the hell your mouth, man. We don't need this in every single
Exactly.
teen movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
It was. Yeah. It was.
It was interesting. There was some interesting ideas.
It introduced valid commentary into the the film introduced valid commentary into the media. Like this is stuff that should be brought to light on how toxic people really can be online
Well,
as influencers.
that's like another thing, though, right? It's like it brought interesting topics to light, but did it do it in the right way?
Absolutely not, because at the very end he
Like-
didn't learn shit.
No,
That's what I mean. That's my kind of issue with the movie. Is like you're trying to just talk about how toxic the internet is, and then
But
at
you're
the end of
still
the
gonna tell a
movie,
story.
yeah. But then at the end of the movie, you're just like, the internet's toxic. That's it. That's the lesson. You start the movie off with being like, "Hey guys, the internet is toxic," and the movie ends with, "Yeah, the internet is toxic."
He still needs to go through an arc. He really
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't change
But
at
that's
all.
the
he
thing.
really went up, and then the movie ends.
He
didn't have a chance
starts. He doesn't even go up. He literally starts as this like eccentric guy who walks around wearing costumes and just continues on as this eccentric guy who's just doing a YouTube show.
If anything, the thing that pushes him farther is when Maya Hawke's character leaves him.
But she doesn't even leave him until like the very end of the movie, and he doesn't even react. He
No,
just goes
exactly.
on and
But
does
that's
his show.
what I mean is that, like he goes out and performs his little like routine at the YouTube header or whatever.
The YouTube
and
live
that's when
stream.
he does his whole spiel.
Yeah.
And it's like, he doesn't learn anything, right? Like there's nothing for his character throughout the entire.
I mean, like,
movie.
I guess like the Maya Hawke's character kind of has like a little bit of an arc where she's like a little bit of like a quiet, shy nerd, and then she becomes like this producer of like all the films, and then she's like, oh wait, maybe I'm making some fucked up shit.
What's Maya Hawke in? She's in Stranger Things.
Yeah, she plays I can't remember her character's name now, but the the Scoops Ahoy chick. She's introduced in season 3.
I have not seen anything after season 1. I watched
What?
Yeah, I watched the whole first season of Stranger Things the summer it came out, and that was the last time.
I mean, like fair enough. I wasn't like hopping on the Stranger Things hype train.
No,
like,
bro.
I took some time after the new season came out to watch it, but
Yeah, literally the season. The what year did the first season? It was like 2016, 2017,
I was, like,
2016.
yeah.
I watched it that summer because I was like, I wonder what the hype's about. I want to watch it. It looks sick. And I
Watched the
remember
show in
being
6 years.
And I remember being so stoked for season 2. I watched the trailer for season 2, and I was like, it's coming out next week. Let's go with season 2 of Stranger Things. It came out.
And then 6 years flew by.
I never got around to watching season 2. I never got around to starting and watching it. And I seriously want to blame Netflix and the method they go when it comes to releasing their shows. It's so overwhelming to approach a show the day it comes out and every single episode is just there. I seriously prefer the weekly
Jared.
episode.
It's been 6 years. They're all there.
Yeah, I know, but I prefer the weekly episodic release. That's me. I prefer that. It's hard to approach a show when every episode is just there.
This guy needs to learn something called moderation.
Yeah.
You know when Netflix asks you if you're still watching, you can just say, actually, no, I'm done.
Dude, I watched like 8 episodes of Better Call Saul in a single sitting.
That's what I mean. You don't have to do that. You
Yeah.
can choose to watch 2 or
And then
just do
walk
1
away.
for the day and
Yeah,
then get up.
I know. I partly blame that, but also
I-
just like didn't give myself.
See, this is my issue. Personally, I fucking hate when shows do week to week.
Really?
Especially when they're on streaming services.
Really,
Fucking
I
sucks.
agree.
really.
I
I think it
agree.
keeps the show alive longer.
Yeah, but I also don't really give a shit. I just want to watch the show.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm
I
so
want
used
to see
to
the story.
I'm so
I don't
used
give
to
a fuck
sitting
about
down.
the hype.
I'm so used to sitting down on my laptop. Like, there's a difference. When it was Game of Thrones, and Game of Thrones was like the show, everyone was loving it, and
Yeah.
the last 2 seasons hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
We would every single Sunday we would get together and we'd have a huge group of people. All of us would sit down and watch the newest episode of Game of Thrones. But when it comes to this, I'm not doing that on Netflix. I'm not doing that with my family just because, like, if it's there, I can just go on and watch it.
Yeah.
And if I want to watch the second episode, it's there, and I go, ooh, I want to continue.
I know, but this is the thing though. Like, there's some, especially for shows like WandaVision and Loki and The Boys and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like those shows, I personally think they really benefited off the weekly release schedule because it kept fans talking about it. It kept fans
I
wanting more.
didn't need to waste a month and a
amped.
half of my life on She-Hulk.
Okay, She-Hulk. I'm talking. That's why I
That's
listed
what I mean.
off the other shows.
That's what I mean, though. Just drop the fucking show. Because if it's good, then people will talk about it for months.
Yep.
If it's bad, then it will disappear.
Exactly.
If it's a bad show and it comes out week for week, people will talk about how bad it is every single week.
I know.
Yeah.
But just
Like-
I have good memories of, like, for example, like The Mandalorian, like season 2, more so season 2. It was like during like COVID lockdown where I really didn't have a whole lot to do with my life except work and come home and play video games. And I remember every Thursday night it was, or was it Tuesday night? It was whatever night the episodes were releasing at 1 a.m. our time. I'm just like working my shitty 11 to 7. I was like, fuck. And I'm like, oh shit, it's Wednesday. Mandalorian's out tonight. I remember like having something to look forward to, that weekly thing. And that's like this past summer, The Boys, having something to look forward to every Friday, it was great. Because having that episode of The Boys that you can just sit down and just fucking have an amazing time with. That's what I prefer. Because yes, you have to wait a whole week for every episode. It might be annoying. But it keeps the show long a lot. It keeps the show alive longer. But also like it keeps me something to look forward to, I guess.
Yeah, your life is that sad.
Yeah, we were talking about.
Anyway.
Weekly releases of TV shows and stuff.
My
but-
hate with weekly releases on TV or like streaming shows is honestly like, especially when it comes out like with The Boys, and like it was like the summer there I was getting weekly releases on Disney Plus, weekly releases on Netflix, and weekly releases on Amazon Prime.
It was lit, dude. We had new episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi come out with new episodes of She-Hulk with new episodes of The Boys.
Yeah, there was a lot going on, but it was that my issue was it was like I would watch an episode and then I would completely forget about that show because I'm watching these 2 other shows now because there's nothing else to watch for that show because that one episode for the week is gone, so I guess I'll go watch other content, but now my mind's thinking about this other content, and then I'm like, it's been a month and there's 4 episodes of this other show that I totally forgot to catch up on. And I'm like, I've catch up on that, catch up on this, catch up on that, catch up on this,
I think the only time where I wasn't staying up till 1 a.m. the night the episode unlocks, our time, was She-Hulk. There's a couple of weeks where I literally just waited for the next week and I just watched 2 episodes, the newest episodes. Like I was, and there was also times where I was like, okay, it's
honestly don't even know why I kept tuning into She-Hulk
like,
every week.
It's
I
Friday
still
evening.
haven't seen it, but
It was just like some part of me was just hoping the show would get like better, and
It just never
every
did.
single week it was just like, here's how we can get worse.
but no,
I
dude.
was gonna say, like, to add on to your point, like, the reason I like it when a show releases fully is because when I sit down to watch a show, I like to watch that show before I move on to a different show.
But you have to think
because,
of it
like
from
you
a-
said, it's just so easy to forget when you're watching so much shit at one time.
But you have to think of it from a business strategy too. That's why I truly don't understand where Netflix is coming from. Because from a business point of view, it makes so much more sense to release weekly. because you keep your people subscribed for longer. If
Well,
people
I
have
get it for the subscriptions.
if people have come to watch Obi-Wan Kenobi, they have to stay subscribed for at least 2 months to watch all of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Congratulations, you made one more month of subscription and then they're gone again.
It helps.
It does for
it
sure.
does.
If you're a $1 billion corporation and you're penny pinching for $10 a month,
it's
then
literally
it
why
helps.
Netflix
Disney does with
It's
everything.
it's legitimately why Netflix split the release of the final of the most recent season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
That's why.
But that was also the dumbest thing too, though, because they dropped the entire season and then kept the last 2 episodes for a month later.
And it's funny because the last 2 episodes aren't they like 2.5 hours.
Literally, it's like 3 hours of content over 2 episodes of television.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
It's a
Should
feature
have all
film.
Don't get me
released.
wrong, I like the new episode, the new season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But having to wait a fucking month after like finishing on kind of like a cliffhanger, I was just like, honestly, I forgot the last 2 episodes came out.
They would have been better off just to do a weekly release.
I fucking had to get someone reminded me. They were like, "Yo, did you finish Stranger Things?" I was like, "It's out now. It's finally out."
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's a case where they would have benefited just doing weekly releases
Yeah.
instead of releasing 70% of the season and then the next 30% like a month and a half later.
Yeah.
They should have just
Sure.
done weekly because then would have people kept engaged.
Sure.
People forgot this show existed.
I am not huge on weekly, but I
Me
also
neither.
understand why it happens. But I
Yeah.
also just don't really like it.
But yeah,
Netflix is falling
speaking-
off.
Much rather just
speaking of
watch my show and move
Stranger
on.
Things. Her character, whoever she was good in
Maya
mainstream.
Hawke,
Yeah, her and Andrew kept mainstream afloat, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was just very odd.
It was just a.
It wasn't even like the
movie.
the content of the movie wasn't that odd. It was honestly just how like the movie was made felt
Yeah.
very strange to me. It was like.
Hey man,
Like I said,
that's Francis
it-
Ford Coppola's daughter, our granddaughter.
It was trying to go for like indie art house, but then it was also trying to be like hipster and like,
Yeah.
like I don't know. It was
Yeah.
a very the vibes of that movie were all over the place.
Well,
So mainstream, I don't know. Check it out if you want to. I wouldn't really recommend it. It's not
on
I,
Netflix.
I don't recommend.
It's not my favorite.
I wouldn't
But
recommend
well,
yeah, Andrew Garfield does a good job.
Moving on. The second main topic of today is our favorite Christmas movie, since it is the Christmas holiday. As of
Yes,
time of recording this, it is
Christmas.
December 13th. This episode will come out on Friday the 16th. Yeah, Friday the 16th.
Something like that, yeah.
16.
That's also the day Avatar Way of Water comes out, so if you're not watching this, you better be watching that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And yeah, it's Christmas holidays. What's your guys' favorite Christmas movies? Like, what's the types of movies that you throw on every year, like when you're vibing with your family or when you're just want to watch something Christmas related? What do you watch? Like anything new, anything recent that's come out, or anything old? Stand the test of time?
new recent anything that's just come out. I really enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special that just came out recently. That was really funny.
Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't watched it.
It's very family friendly. It's very much more
It's a
for
good
like a
time.
younger audience. So if you're a little bit more of like an adult, you'll find it a little bit corny, but it was nice nonetheless.
But it's surprisingly very important to the
That's just
series. Like, you
how
have to
Marvel.
watch it.
That's how Marvel does it. They have
Like-
to throw in some sort of like
So I was gonna say,
plot
I
line.
don't really watch Marvel that much anymore, so
It's fair.
I don't
Anyway,
keep in
personally,
touch
my
with that.
favorite like Christmas movie, like one movie that just like screams Christmas, is the like original claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Movie goes so hard.
Yeah.
With I can't remember who's it by again, but yeah. Claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
The
goes
yearly classic
incredibly
for me
hard.
and my family is hands down National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
National
Oh,
Lampoon's
yeah.
is really
So
funny.
funny. It's so funny. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with Christmas, but one movie we watch every year around New Year's, we watch like New Year's morning, is always Meet the Fockers.
Why?
Don't know why. We started doing that one year, and now every single New Year's we watch Meet the Fockers before breakfast.
My family normally watches like Lord of the Rings around Christmas time.
Really? That's like
Really?
your kind of family,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
The original Christmas Carol is pretty great, too.
Yeah.
I can't remember what
You just
that
put the
one-
picture of that really fucked up CG one. The Christmas Carol.
Oh.
Like the Uncanny Valley ass looking
Yeah.
ass movie.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about like the straight up one from like the 50s.
Yeah.
Like, that one is great.
Yeah.
The fucking Ghost of Christmas Future? Jesus Christ, man. If that thing did not want to make you follow like a path to your future, Jesus Christ. It was terrifying.
Yeah.
Do you guys consider Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah. It happens at Christmas. It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's a great Christmas movie. But Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch that one every single year.
No.
It's a good one. I enjoy it a lot, but yeah, I definitely every single Christmas morning when we're like unwrapping gifts and stuff, we always throw on the like little animated Grinch.
I really like
yeah.
the live action Grinch with Jim Carrey.
I was gonna say
Jim Carrey one?
that's on my list as some of my favorite Christmas movies. Is Jim Carrey.
The live action had How the Grinch Stole Christmas and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation are probably my two go-to Christmas films.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe The Polar Express.
I haven't seen Polar Express in a while.
good,
Actually,
I don't mind it. I understand it's like just like the new Christmas Carol. It's a very uncanny valley. I'm pretty sure both were directed by Robert Zemeckis. It's like it's a full CG movie, but it doesn't really try to be like a very animated look like you would see from like Toy Story or any of the Disney movies. It tries to look live action, but it's also CG. So that's why it's called like a very uncanny valley type of a film.
Yeah.
But I like it. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Christmas movie that I really enjoy is Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights.
I haven't seen
really?
that.
I have not seen that.
That movie is so funny. I watched that shit when I was a kid, like, all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I loved that movie.
Dude.
another classic, one of my favorites is Elf with Will Ferrell.
Oh,
Yeah. I was just about to
Elf.
mention, like, I completely forgot about Elf and Home
yeah.
Alone.
Home Alone is Home
Home
Alone.
Alone.
Fucking
Of
yeah,
course.
Home Alone is always a
No,
classic.
because I was just about to mention, like, there's also the really shitty Christmas movies, like the new Home Sweet Home Alone.
The Home Sweet Home Alone. Yeah, that movie was wild.
No, Home Alone 1 and 2 are like those are also go-tos.
Yeah.
Easily.
Home Alone 2, honestly, I like it more than a Home Alone 1 just because him vibing in New York City is so fun.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like, the first
Donald
one, the
Trump,
first one
baby.
is so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. There's, like, something about the vibes of, like, the second one where he's, like, in his aunt's, like, just, like, on a renovation apartment. And it's, like, it's kind of, like, scary. You're, like, he's in a totally different place, and these dudes are after him. I'm, like...
The Wet Bandits.
The Sticky Bandits.
I thought they were the Wet Bandits.
No, there's the Sticky Bandits because he sticks his hand in the pockets and he's got his hands covered in coins.
So are they only called the Wet Bandits in the first movie?
I'm pretty sure they're the Sticky Bandits in the first movie as well, aren't they?
No, they're the Wet Bandits because their signature thing was flooding the houses with the sinks.
Oh, I think you're right. Maybe I'm
No, yeah, in the first one, I'm pretty sure it is the Wet Bandits. I think
It is
you're
Wet
right.
Bandits, yeah.
Yeah.
Where am I thinking of Sticky Bandits? Oh yeah, no, they did become the Sticky Bandits.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
After escaping from prison, they decided to become the Sticky Bandits after wrapping their hands in tape to steal donation money from buckets. That's right, because in the second movie, they're walking down the street and he like has his glove on and he sticks it into Santa's bucket and it comes out covered in coins.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. So they were the Wet Bandits in the first one. They become the second Bandits in the Sticky Bandits in the second.
Get Letterboxd up on there as well.
Right.
Get that
Yeah, you can get that ready to roll.
Any other good Christmas movies?
I was just about to say, 1 second, real quick. If you love short films, a Christmas classic is in Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh yes.
It's called All Through the House in volume 2.
Yes.
Did you show me one of those? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Me
the
and
one
Tristan
with
showed
that's the
you that.
that's
Oh,
the
like
one
the
with kids.
demon,
Yeah.
the fucking demon
Yeah.
under her bed or
It
whatever.
is very much not Christmassy at all, but it happens at
it's
Christmas.
great. Yeah.
That one's frick,
great.
dude. That one's so
good,
frick.
so good. Another classic Christmas movie is Krampus. You gotta love that one. Come
I
on.
really about new Christmas movies. I really want to see. I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to see Violent Night.
Violent Night actually does
Yeah.
kind of.
It looks like a
jokes. It looks
fun
jokes.
ass
Yeah.
time. Like it's literally the real mythical Santa Claus just murdering bad guys that are like,
Trying to rob a house that
yeah,
is worth like
trying to rob a
$3
family.
million. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so fun.
So good.
It looks so fun.
It's very fun.
Yeah, I think that's. I guess that's all. Like, is there any?
I can't.
Because yeah, like my
think of
go-to
any other
movies
Christmas-
is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Polar Express, Home Alone 1 and 2, and then fucking
Oh, I guess the last one I would say would be Ernest Saves Christmas.
yeah.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
That one, those movies were always funny when I watched. I loved those movies as a kid as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess mine would be like Home Alone would be in the top ones. I love the original Rudolph. I love the original Grinch. Love the original Christmas. I like all the original Christmas movies. I guess anything that's like old school Christmas.
Yeah.
I just love that. Especially like in like the Christmas Carol when he like wakes up and he's just so happy and he like leans out the window and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna kid. I'll give you some money for the goose."
Yeah.
So like the old timey English is so good. So
Yeah.
classic.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, I guess the final thing we're going to do today is roll our random movie to watch for next episode.
Yeah, which will be coming out around the first week of January.
Yeah, in the new year.
Because we'll be taking some time off for the holidays. He's leaving.
Yeah.
And
I'm leaving.
he's
for
leaving.
that.
Where are you going?
Take
I'm
some,
going to Saskatoon.
Oh.
take some time with our families. You should do the same. But yeah, we're going to roll our film here for...
All right.
when that
Let's
happens.
see what we get. Where the fuck is Shuffle?
Bottom
7,500.
was that?
Oh, this movie's on.
500.
This movie's on Crave, I think. It's either on Crave or. Damn, we were one away from Night of the Living Dead.
Oh.
You
Unlucky.
haven't seen Soul? Really?
No. Soul is available on Amazon Prime. That's what it's available on.
You mean 7,500?
No, 7,500.
Or 7,500.
Not Soul.
Did I say Soul?
You said
When
Soul.
terrorists try to seize control of a Berlin-Paris flight, a soft-spoken young American co-pilot struggles to save the lives of the passengers and crew while forging a surprising connection with one of the hijackers. 7,500. So that'll be our next film to come. We're going to talk about a little bit in our
Hell
next
yeah.
podcast.
I believe it's available on Amazon Prime. That's where it says, so I'm just going to say that's true. You guys have Amazon Prime?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Okay, cool. Because I was going to say, if you don't, I have it. We can just watch it.
So yeah, give that 7,500 Amazon Prime a watch for the new year.
Over the holidays.
If you want to, like listen to what we thought about it, if you bring your own opinions to it, if you want to.
Yeah.
That being said, Merry Christmas, Happy
Yeah.
Holidays, Happy New Year.
Go see Avatar if you haven't seen it.
Go see Avatar.
Yeah.
It's coming out today. By today, I mean the day the episode comes out.
Yeah,
When this gets
today when you're
released.
listening to this, yes.
Go see it. This movie needs to do very good. It needs to.
Oh, it's going to do very well. All the reviews I've been seeing online are phenomenal.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
But yes, everybody have a good Christmas.
love
Take your
you,
family to
miss
the
you.
movie.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
See you in a
Yep,
like
this is the
2-3
Part of 12
weeks.
podcast. I'm Jared Somerville.
Tristan Tillman, and that's Hunter Lanchuk. See you
Hunter.
later.
Adios.
Bye.